Howdy, folks. Oh, I don't know. I've been feeling shell shocked recently, you know? A lot of shell shock going on. Uh, so, I listened to the interview with Chris, and towards the end of it, Shanny and I listened to it together. Towards, like, not the end, but it was like, I guess, like, around the middle. Shanny started listening to it with me. And it turns out that people were saying that Chris really wasn't all that negative, and he was pretty honest. And I mean, it turns out that that is not the case. There was quite a bit of things that were said that he put his version of the events. And I'm going to tell you, like, I'm going to state this before I say anything about this. Okay, when things happen, especially like traumatic events, if I could put it that way, uh, people's versions of stories could very well be different. That's usually the case. You know what I mean? Like, for example, when you have like a major, uh, let's say a major event, some kind of major event in history. Okay, I'm not gonna. Let's just use the example of 9/11. Okay, lots of stuff happened on 9/11, and it was very chaotic, right? Lots of chaos, and some people may say things like, "Oh, I saw a plane," and then some other people might say, "No, I never saw a plane. I just saw this big explosion in the sky," because it was all chaos, right? But us as like the viewer from the outside, or the viewer from another standpoint, go, "No, I definitely saw a plane hit the building," right? Of course. And I believe planes hit the buildings. Okay, I'm not one of these people that say it was all a Hollywood set and nothing happened. Like, that's insanity. Okay, that's totally false, and that's put out there by probably Satanists and stuff to make you question everything. Okay, but with that said, when big things like this happen in your life, be it a big world event or just something in your own life, you can have a different perspective of exactly how things happened. But Shanny's reactions to the things that Chris was saying, she's just like, "No, you're a liar. That was not the case." Okay, that is a reaction that's genuine from my wife, and I know it's genuine. A lot of this stuff, you're going to say, "Well, Shanny's just going to continue to lie to you, Rev, about what happened," and I'm willing to entertain that as a possibility if I didn't see how she reacts. Her reactions are not uh, manufactured. Okay, her reaction of "you fucking liar" is genuine. Okay, and that's me judging what's clearly in front of me, which is a reaction to something she hadn't seen yet. So it's not a fake "you liar." Okay, and I can see that. So I'm basically coming on here to say what I believe about that interview. I believe it was really disgusting, most of it, because the majority of what the individuals in the rooms did, and this is what they're really good at and known for, is basically just insulting people and fat shaming Shanny and stuff like that, and making fun of me for whatever they want to make fun of me for. My big boobs, guys. Like, look at these massive baganzas I got. You know what I mean? I can even flex them sometimes. You know, they're so big. So, it's body shaming, it's ableism, it's everything bad, and not funny, not entertaining. But like, they're the ones that pull in probably 200 and some people at a time, and I get like 10 and 12. So who's doing what right and what wrong in the business, if you want to go there? Whatever. Most of it was juvenile name calling and really gross innuendo about stupid stuff, and Photoshop pictures of myself, and playing our old videos and laughing at us. That's basically what it was. But the meaningful parts of it were, Chris, of course, from somebody that wants to view something for the value of what it is, which was, if you weren't involved with Shanny in any way, or you didn't know who Shanny for Christ was, why the hell were you going to be watching the Chris Dornbush story? Like, no offense to Chris at all, it's just like, who wants to know about who the hell is Chris Dornbush to anybody that's out there? That's not I'm not dissing you, dude. I'm just saying. So, it's just sad. Like, it's pretty clear to me that the main purpose of what was done there was to just fat shame Shanny on a show again. And, you got Chris there chuckling, and it's I really didn't understand that. It's like, you were with this woman for 7 years, and you're going to be laughing at fat shaming? That doesn't make any sense to me. You know what I mean? I'd be saying, like, what the hell is this? Like, I'd be shaking my head going, I thought this was supposed to be an interview. You know what I mean? But I understand also that you were a guest on a show, so you were sitting there politely as a guest waiting for prompting of a question or something, and I get that. But I'm just saying, from my standpoint, Chris, if I were her ex-husband, I'd be going, look, guys, I'm here for an interview, and, like, I definitely don't feel this way about her, so, like, the fat shaming and stuff, like, what the hell's the point? But, of course, you've already admitted, once again, I'm not dissing you, really, but you've already admitted to being ballless and not very brave, because you said, yeah, it was a bad way to do it. I should not have engaged in the cheating, and that's the way I shouldn't have done it that way, but I did not have the balls, and that's a quote, to just walk away. So tell me, Chris, I would just ask you, what the hell is easier about just cheating, and then that is what broke it? That don't make no sense, bro, at all. You sit her down and go, look, honey, this has been real, but I just can't do this anymore, and I am leaving you. You have to face it, and I'm leaving you. And you're right, that's what a real man would do if they have to do what they have to do. When you make a marriage commitment, it's supposed to be in sickness, health, all of it. It doesn't matter what's going on. You're going to persevere through it. That's what it's supposed to be. But apparently that wasn't the case with you. The bond was not strong enough, whatever. And you admitted to wanting to have left for a while. I think that's the quote. You said, a while I wanted to leave. But I finally just did it this way. It's... So, if you go to 1 hour and 11 minutes exactly, I'd say, in this interview, Christopher admits that he had not seen or been aware at all of any kind of cheating that Shanny had done. You know why that is, Chris? Because she didn't. She was a loyal wife the whole time. Now I'm going to talk about what happened, what did happen on Skype. There was one night when Shanny and I and Chris were on Skype call together, and it really lifted my spirit to be together with two Christians and just talking with them. And it really brought me peace, because I was going through a very, very, very tumultuous roller coaster of emotion where I would feel very, very happy and then very, 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 very depressed, almost on the brink of suicide. And I was on a conversation with them, and it just was good to fellowship, and it felt good to fellowship with those two people, Shanny and Chris, and they were together at the time, and it just felt good. But then there was a night when I had consumed far too much alcohol. I mean, it was really bad. I don't know. It was like one full bottle, I think, of Jack Daniels, plus like a half a bottle of Jaeger or something. It was very, very bad. And I was laying in my bed, and it was running through my head, just do it. Just do it. Eat the bullet. Eat it. That was literally going through my mind, and I couldn't stop it. So late at night, it was late, I got up on my computer and I opened Skype and I called Shanny, and I think I left a message saying, honey, I love you so much. I'm going really not in a good way. And I need to talk to somebody. You're beautiful and I love you. And if I think that this was taken by Chris, your brother, and blown up into this big thing because you mentioned something in here about your brother-in-law saying to you that he heard the type of stuff that was going on between me and Shanny in her room. And I'm telling you that the only thing that happened was that one message that I said, I love you, honey, you know, but I just needed to talk to somebody. I really needed to talk to somebody at the time because I was close to actually blowing my head off. So, Chris, I think your brother embellished a lot and claimed that these conversations were happening behind your back, which was completely false.
He never watched the movies.
So, yeah, and one of the individuals on the panel had claimed immediately after that was said about that. The claim was made that me and Shannon, while she was married, were speaking every day. Completely false, again. Completely false. And Chris doesn't go, wait a minute, like, I don't know, but no, he didn't stop them and go, I don't know about that. He just let it go, like it was, you know, that's why there's a problem here. Okay? If you're truly going to get your story out and you want your story out, then the stuff that's false, you should step up and say, no, wait a minute. You just let them run roughshod around you, Chris, and just say things. And all your response was to most of it was, well, I don't know now. I can only talk about what was going on at the time, and I don't know now. Okay, that's fair enough. But embellishing a lot and just, I don't know. Some of your responses were pretty clearly, to me, kind of thought up of real quick, shit, where am I going to go here? I'll take it there. Like, kind of like that. When I'm watching Shanny and she's going, wait a minute, bullshit, she pauses it. You know, that's a genuine reaction to something. So a lot of what you were doing on that interview, I think, was attempting to mend an image of what, because Shanny was talking about you at the time. And
I don't remember that.
You were. I remember it. You were saying at the time you wish you were still with him. And he was your soulmate, and you belonged with him, and yeah, you were saying all that. So, the bottom line here is that everybody has their own view of an event when it happens. But me, as an observer of a reaction, can tell, I can definitely extrapolate from the reactions of two individuals, one individual receiving questions and answering the questions, and the other individual then reacting to the answers to the questions, and she was in the situation. Her reaction of, no, wait, that's bullshit, is definitely real. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, Shanny's not lying and saying, no, that didn't happen. No, that claim's not true. It's clear to me by her reaction that it's true, that it's not true. You get what I'm saying? And Chris also admitted to wanting to go back to college, which is great, but he wanted to go back to college to pursue YouTube, a career as a YouTube video creator. He thought that that college would make him better at making videos, and he could have some kind of YouTube future. So you're saying that at the same time that you're saying there's no motivation for me to be on here other than getting my story out. But at the same time, you're saying you do want some kind of career on YouTube. No, that just doesn't sync up with the truth when you're saying those two things at the same time, Chris. It just doesn't. Were you mulling the idea of starting a drama channel like one individual that has made massive amounts of money on my wife and me by just being with her? Made massive money. More than I believe, really. You know, I heard a number from G-Man, and I said, that's got to be false, man. It can't be that much money. And I don't think so. I don't think I believe it. I just got some notes here. Very quick notes. Also, Chris also admitted to talking with other women. He did admit to that. But the reason that he said that he thought it was okay is because he saw Shanny talking with quote unquote other men. Now, I then paused it and I said, Shanny, you need to be honest with me right now. Were you talking to other men in any way? And she said, no. Was I talking to people like you in the same way I talked to you? Yeah, I had people I talked to online, sure. But not males in that way. And the way she answered my question, I believe it. I believe she did not talk to other men on the internet. Okay? And I believe that 100% because I'm with her and I see she's loyal. The thing is, sometimes communication with Shanny can be a little bit flirtatious, and that's whatever. That's just people's personalities, and you really can't change that. So I wouldn't take that as, oh, she's whatever. You know, there's one individual I got a little uncomfortable with, and I think you guys know who that is, and it's gone. You know, like, I'm not going to just stand there and like feel like something weird might be going on and not say anything. That's true. Okay? But that's probably more so just perception on my part, you know? Because she's got a cool way about her. You know, guys like her for a reason. But here's the thing that's really crazy, Chris. So you say that this whole talking to other people thing was something for you. But then you think it's okay, so it's better. It's actually better. Now, folks, you really have to think about this because this is what was said. It was better for him to just go out and cheat on Shanny than to sit her down and go, honey, we have to have a talk.
Better to lead me on thinking we were in love.
Well, sure. And that's another thing. Like, you said that you had been looking to leave for a long time, Chris.
Why didn't you tell me that?
Yeah. Why didn't you sit your wife down and tell her, look, but you did. You gave us the reason because you didn't have the balls to do it. So I'm coming to you again because I viewed that interview because I was very curious as to the type of stuff that was said on it. And can I just say that these reaction channels have the worst content on the internet. It's the most abusive, disgusting shit on the internet. It is bullying that could push people to the S word. There's no doubt about it. If you're a human being, you have a heart.
They were making fun of me being suicidal.
Yeah, they were making fun of S word ideation. It was just all shaming and ableism and disgustingness. You know, making false claims about everything under the sun and everything you could imagine. You know, this was the claim made, folks, that it was better for him to just go out and cheat than sitting her down and saying, look, we're done. I'm done with this. And walk away. Walk out the door and you never see her again. That's what, I mean, you admitted that that's how it should have been done, but you didn't have the balls. I'm going to wrap this up soon. This is huge. This point is huge. Chris said that the brother made this claim that he heard me and Shanny cybering. I want you to know that this is a 100 billion% lie, Chris. This is a 10 billion% lie. Now let your yay be yay and your nay be nay. So that I'm leaving it there, dude.
That clip they showed that we had phone sex, that was after the marriage.
Yes. Yes. Nothing sexual happened between me and Shannon until after the divorce. Or you want to talk about breakup, whatever the shit. I made sure for my own soul that I didn't fornicate.
You did, though.
Exactly. That's the
Give a
thing.
fuck about his soul.
Exactly.
I cared about my soul. I didn't cheat.
You didn't want to.
No, I loved him.
Yeah.
He was my world. He was my everything. And he led me to believe that we were in love and we weren't. He didn't love me. And that's what's so brokenhearted, because I gave him everything I had.
Right. Right. But this show, of course, framed this as Shanny is horrible. Shanny's horrible. Shanny's the problem. Absolutely, Shanny's the problem. Look at Shanny. Look at Shanny. While they were putting Christopher up here like a god.
Even though he admitted he was actually the one cheating.
Yeah, he's the one that admitted to actual cheating. They put him on a pedestal, and in fact, at one point in the interview,
isn't that bad.
that's right. Who says cheating's bad? Really? I mean, who says cheating is bad? Really? That was said. I mean, are you going to take your prompts of who's a liar and who's not by people that just say, cheating? Let's.
But yeah, I'm bad for this supposed emotional.
Emotional affair. You're so horrible for an emotional affair.
Cheating isn't that bad.
But cheating's not that bad. Whatever. This is what you're dealing with. So you're going to take a side. Look, if you have that way of thinking, forget I exist. The channel here, unsub, block me, because I don't want to know you. Yeah, and that claim comes up at 1 hour and 35 minutes, the claim that Shanny was talking to other men. That's where that claim comes up. And it's false.
I was just talking to people on the internet.
She was talking to brothers in Christ, probably, or maybe, I don't know, atheists. You kind of were atheist-friendly. So you may have been talking to some atheist men. Whatever. But his gripe was, well, you can talk to all these guys. I can't talk to them because every time I talk to a woman, I'm cheating. You know, that's part of marriage, though, Chris. And if you truly love your girl, you're going to understand that she has a history of asshole piece of shit guys. And before you, that was the case. And you know it because she talks about her exes to her current husband. This is what she does. She talks about her exes with her current husband. It's what she does. Okay?
You talk about your past with me. I don't know why that's such a bad problem.
So, yeah, Shanny wants to, on the record, and I want to make it clear to you for Shanny, that she was not speaking to other men.
No.
She just wasn't.
I was too busy working all the time.
Yeah, and then there's all this stuff about working. Like Chris said that out of the entire 7 years that Shanny and him were together, she collectively worked only 2 years. And it's like, come on. I mean, the amount of time that at times I seen her on her YouTube channel pulling herself through the door, barely able to walk, and waking up in the morning going, oh my God, I have to go to work and I don't know how the hell I'm going to do this. You're full of shit, dude. I'm getting dry mouth. Stay hydrated, folks. Khalifa cold brew coffee for your drinking pleasure. And if I commented on the panel, holy shit. If I commented on the idiocy and moral, just total moral reprobate, disgusting pieces of dog shit that were interviewing him, I'd probably be banned. So I'm just going to let that go. And yeah, this video is going to go poof, just like the rest. Okay? If you people are listening to that quality of individual over my wife or me, just get out of my life. Like, they're the most disgusting people I've ever seen in my life. The things they talk about, the way they talk about people. If you are okay with them, you're not okay with me. That's just all there is to it. Do you get what I'm saying, Shanny? Like, I would not want to be around a person that thinks it's okay to even sit in a chat room with these people. They're that morally reprehensible and reprobated that they're going to burn in the lake of fire forever. I'm going to tell you that. So here's the bottom line, last point I'm going to make of everything. And this was a revelation to Shanny, as well as a huge revelation to me. What ended up breaking up Shanny and Chris at the end of the day was Chris's brother. Chris's brother was the main thing that was pushing this idea into her mind that there were other things going on. It's like, well, my brother's not going to lie to me about... My brother won't lie to me, period. That's what he's thinking. I'm getting hot, man.
He cheated on all his girlfriends. Why wouldn't he lie?
Is that true?
Yeah.
That's true. And Chris's brother.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I should say that.
Well,
You know it for a fact?
I've seen it myself.
You've seen it. You've seen his brother cheat. How? Bringing in other women into the house?
His girlfriend before the last one,
Okay.
she sat me down and told me she was going to break up with him because he was seeing other women behind her back. And
Okay.
I believe it. I believed it by how she was reacting.
Well, is Chris aware of his brother's infidelity?
Of course, he's aware of what kind of piece of shit he is as a person.
Well, okay then, folks.
He's a liar. He's a drug dealer. He's a piece of fucking shit.
And Shanny had her finger on what was probably going on there. This guy, Chris's brother-in-law, Chris was adopted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
Christopher.
not even real brothers.
Christopher-
They're stepbrothers.
Christopher's adopted. So this guy, but he views him as his brother, obviously. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, my brother would never lie to me. That's what he's thinking, okay?
Unless he wants to manipulate the situation and get what he wants.
Unless he wants to manipulate a situation and get what he wants. Yeah, sure. That's my,
Like,
well,
he
that's
came
where I
in-
was going.
He came in the door yelling and screaming at me when I was trying to get sleep, saying how much of a bad mother I was and what kind of shit human being I was, and he purposely poked me.
I don't know if you guys
And
can
then he
hear
started
her.
pushing me, physically pushing me, so I pushed back, but I got in trouble for it.
All right, honey, why don't you rewind a little bit and say that
They
again?
heard you. They heard me.
You think so?
Yeah. But it's okay for these men to bully
All right,
me
just,
and hit
just,
me.
okay. Okay. I hope you guys can hear her. You probably can because this Neumann picks up a lot. I hope you can hear her. She basically said, look, say it again, just quick.
What?
What he just
He
said.
started yelling and screaming at me when I was trying to sleep because I had a 12-hour overnight
Yeah,
shift.
yeah. Chris's brother came into her bedroom screaming at her at midnight.
Not midnight. It was during the day.
During
I
the
had to
day.
sleep- I had to sleep during the day.
Shanny had to sleep during the day because of her work. Because of your work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She had to sleep during the day. So he was arrogantly going in there, messing with her. So I think the biggest revelation of the whole interview is to realize that the main reason that they broke up was because Chris's brother absolutely fucking hated Shanny.
Because
And-
he kicked him out once of our house after he stole a bunch of money from the boys.
Like, these new things just come up, man. Like, I didn't know
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah, he stole money from the
Okay,
boys.
look, you're going to need to
He
do
lived with
something.
us twice.
Okay. Honey?
Yeah. They can hear me fine. They say they can hear me fine.
Okay. Are you going to do a video on this? Because I think you should.
No.
You said you were going to. Okay. Well, you know, sometimes, whatever, folks, you know, I'm trying to stand up for my wife here, basically.
It was his little revenge. Let me break them up. Since she kicked me out of the house for stealing. Piece of shit.
I want to leave you with this kind of thought. You have to think about individuals that will say, it was better what you did. It's okay what you did to cheat like that. Actually cheat. Not this emotional cheating bullshit, because that is bullshit. Emotional cheating. This is SJW, liberal Democrat horseshit language. Okay? And I'm going to start saying these things when I feel them. I don't care anymore if your feelings are hurt. I don't give a fuck. You are making up bullshit terms that mean nothing to anyone. And then accusing people of them. You're guilty of this. That's what you're doing. And I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not. It's virtue signaling horseshit while you act like a demon. That's literally what it is.
It's okay for Chris to cheat, but me to emotionally cheat, no.
That's the point. Yeah.
He's a hero.
He's the hero put up on this pedestal for actually cheating, and Shanny is this horrible, horrible fucking person for emotionally cheating. You're going to say it's tit for tat because they caught you and Rev emotionally cheating, then he just actually cheated. That's a man thing to do.